Getting older sneaks up on you. One day you're tying your shoes without thinking. The next, you're bracing on the countertop, wobbling like a loose table leg. And here's the part nobody warns us about. After 65, strength and balance fade faster than we expect unless we do something small every day. Now picture a quiet Japanese morning. The sun hasn't climbed high yet. In parks, schools, even office courtyards, people of all ages step into a simple rhythm together. Arms sweep like cranes taking flight, hips turn, ankles wake up. It's gentle, it's short, and it's done every single day. That ritual has a name, a few easy movements that keep joints oiled, legs strong, and balance steady. No gym, no fancy gear. Just a tiny promise. I'll move today. Here's the twist. The body isn't a machine that breaks with time. It's a garden that responds to daily care. When you water a garden, it perks up. When you neglect it, weeds win. This video is the watering can. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 5 simple movements inspired by what Japanese elders do. Movements you can do in your kitchen, beside the bed, or holding the back of a chair. They take about 10 minutes. They're safe, scalable, and surprisingly powerful. If you've ever felt stiff getting out of a chair, nervous stepping off a curb, or tired after a short walk, this is for you. We're not chasing youth. We're building age-proof movement. Small, daily, steady, as the Japanese say, kaizen, change by tiny steps. Start today. Move gently. Live confidently. Let's make this real. You wake up, sit on the edge of the bed, and your hips feel like rusty hinges? The floor seems farther away than it used to. You shuffle to the kitchen, reach for a mug on the lower shelf, and there's that tiny pinch in the back. Later, you head out, one small curb, a little wobble, and suddenly your brain whispers, "Careful." Not fear, just hesitation. And that hesitation is what steals independence, one quiet moment at a time. Here's the reframe. You don't need a perfect workout plan. You don't need an hour. You just need a ritual, short, friendly, and repeatable. Think of these 5 movements as your daily tune-up. They grease the joints, wake the feet, nudge the hips, and remind your balance system what steady feels like. We'll use a sturdy chair or kitchen counter. Shoes on or off, your choice. Pain is information, not a challenge. If something hurts sharply, you stop. If you feel dizzy, you sit. If you have medical conditions, pace conservatively and talk to your clinician. The goal isn't sore muscles, it's confident movement. Imagine common chores after a week of practice. Getting out of a chair without pushing on the armrests, reaching the bottom drawer without bracing, walking across a parking lot without scanning for railings. That's the win. Everyday ease. Tiny steps, 10 minutes, gentle, progress. We're not auditioning for a fitness show. We're building a body that helps you do the life you love. In Japan, movement isn't a resolution, it's a ritual. For almost a century, people across the country have gathered at schools, workplaces, parks to do Ragyo Taiso, radio calisthenics. The music cues up, the body follows. It's simple on purpose. Arm circles, trunk turns, light bends, small jumps if you want them. You could teach it to a grandchild in 5 minutes. That's the secret. Not intensity, consistency. Why does this matter after 65? 3 reasons. First, balance is a trainable skill. Your inner ear, eyes, joints, and brain run a constant conversation called "Where am I in space?" When we stop challenging that system, it gets quiet and rusty. Tiny daily balance doses wake it back up. Stand on one foot while lightly touching a counter. Your brain maps the wobble, improves it, and stores it. That's neuroplasticity, your nervous system remodeling itself with practice, even later in life. Second, strength is the currency of independence. You don't need big barbells. You need the ability to stand up from a chair, step over a curb, and carry a bag of groceries. The humble sit-to-stand trains legs, hips, and confidence. Done slowly, it's a powerful lower body exercise. Think of it as Life's squat. Third, the feet are your forgotten foundation. Each foot holds a web of small muscles, tendons, and sensors that tell your body how hard the ground is and how stable you are. Wake those muscles. Calf raises, toe lifts, gentle ankle circles, and the message to your brain gets clearer. We're secure. Clear signal, calm nerves, steadier steps. Now layer in culture. The Japanese idea of Kaizen, small continuous improvement, turns fitness into habit architecture. It reduces the friction to start. We don't negotiate with motivation. We install a ritual, same time, same place, same tiny win, and because it's short, we repeat it. Daily repetition is what tells your brain this matters. The result is compound interest for your body. Here's the mindset shift. Your joints don't need punishment, they need circulation. Your balance doesn't need courage, it needs practice. Your brain doesn't need pep talks, it needs frequent signals. So our plan borrows that Japanese template: short sequences, gentle ranges, steady breathing, light focus, 10 minutes most days, no drama. Picture a door you walk through each morning. On one side, stiffness and hesitation. On the other, a little warmth, a little steadiness, a little more you. We're about to build that door. How to use this circuit. Do these 5 moves once a day, most days. Total time 10-12 minutes. Use a sturdy chair or kitchen counter for support. Breathe gently. Inhale on the easy part. Exhale on effort. Move through a comfortable range. No sharp pain. Start with 1 round. If you feel good, add a second round next week. Consistency beats intensity. 1. Radio Taiso Mini. Whole body wake up. Stand tall, feet hip width. Arm sweeps. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, float them down. 5 reps. Trunk turns, hands on ribs. Rotate gently left, right like you're scanning a horizon. 10 total. Side reaches. 1 arm overhead. Reach to the side. Feel a long stretch through the ribs. 4 each side. Hip circles. Hands on hips. Draw slow circles. 5 each way. Ankle rolls. Lightly hold the counter. Roll each ankle. 5 each. Tempo is calm, like moving through warm water. Visual, sunrise, soft music, joints, oiling. Why it helps? Increases circulation, warms connective tissue, prepares the balance system. Make it easier. Stay seated for arm trunk work. Progress. Add tiny heel hops if comfortable. 2. Sit to stand. Life squat. Sit on a chair, feet under knees, chest tall. Stand. Press through heels, exhale, stand up without using hands if possible. Sit slowly, lower with control, light touch to the chair, then up again. Aim for 8-12 smooth reps. Form cues. Nose and knees move forward together. Keep weight midfoot to heel. Think hips back, then tall. Why it helps? Trains quads, glutes, and the exact strength you use for toilets, cars, and couches. Make it easier. Scoot to the edge. Use one hand lightly on the chair. Progress. Hold a light object at the chest or pause halfway down for 2 counts. Safety. If knees complain, narrow your range. Imagine sitting onto a higher target. Cushion on chair. 3. Supported one leg balance. Steady on curbs, stand beside a counter, one fingertip resting lightly. Lift. Float 1 foot an inch off the floor, stand tall, eyes on a fixed spot. Hold 20-30 seconds. Switch sides. Do 2 rounds each leg. Form cues. Grow tall from crown of head. Soften the supporting knee. Breathe. Why it helps. Challenges the inner ear, eyes, and joint sensors. Exactly what reduces wobble and fall risk. Make it easier. Keep toes touching the floor like a kickstand. Progress. Turn head slowly left, right. Then try removing the fingertip for a second at a time. Eventually, close eyes for brief moments, only if safe and supported. Safety. If you sway, step down. The goal is quiet stillness, not heroics. 4. Calf raises plus toe yoga. Wake the foot core. Lightly touch the counter. Calf raises. Rise onto balls of feet. Pause lower with control. 10-15 reps. Toe yoga, keep heels down, lift big toes while little toes press, then switch big toes press, little toes lift, 5-8 cycles. Optional, gentle ankle alphabet. Draw AZ with your foot, seated. Why it helps? Strong calves and lively intrinsic foot muscles act like shock absorbers and improve ankle strategy for balance. Make it easier. Do seated toe lifts, do smaller heel raises. Progress, one leg calf raises holding the counter. Add a slow 2-second pause at the top. Everyday payoff, better push off when walking, steadier steps on uneven ground. 5 hip hinge bow, safe bending pattern. Stand tall, hands on hips, knees softly unlocked. Hinge, send hips back, like you're closing a drawer with your backside. Torso tips forward, spine long. Bow. Stop when hamstrings gently stretch. Exhale, press feet into floor, return tall. Do 8-10 reps. Form cues. Long spine, proud chest. Weight stays in heels midfoot. Imagine a light on your chest pointing to the floor, not the wall. Why it helps? Trains glutes and hamstrings to do the work instead of your lower back. Crucial for picking things up safely. Make it easier. Slide hands down, thighs only a few inches. Progress. Hold a light object close to chest, add a 2-second pause at the bottom. Bonus, finish with one gentle bow of gratitude. Habit anchor. Finish and cool down. Shake out arms, roll shoulders, slow breath in through the nose, long exhale like fogging a mirror. Notice warmth in legs, calmer balance, easier posture. That's your done signal. There's a quiet dignity in simple practice. In Japan, the bow isn't just politeness, it's presence. These 5 movements are your daily bow to a body that's carried you this far. You're not trying to rewind the clock. You're choosing how to spend today, a little steadier, a little warmer, a little more sure-footed. Kaizen means improvement so small it's almost invisible until it isn't. 10 minutes becomes a week. A week becomes a calmer step on the curb, an easier rise from the chair, a walk you actually enjoy. This is identity work disguised as exercise. You're the person who moves gently, consistently, kindly. Think of your future self watching from across the room, shoulders easy, eyes bright. Every repetition is a postcard you send them that says, "I'm coming," not fast, not flashy, just faithful. Here's your challenge. For the next 7 mornings, do the 5-move circuit. 10 minutes and check each move off on a sticky note. Then tell me in the comments which one changed your day the most. Most people will watch and forget. The top 1% will move and become the kind of person who does. Start tomorrow, or better, start now.